Tesla's biggest event of the year is just a couple of weeks away. The invites are out, things are starting to leak, and it looks like we might actually be getting a surprise reveal of an all-new model by Elon himself on November 6th. But first, let me start with some drama. It has to do with Tesla and their cost cutting. So many people are so upset with this standard version of the Y and the 3 that Tesla is removing too much from these vehicles. They're removing the ambient lighting, they're removing cooled seats, they're removing the rear screen, and now we're learning they're also going to be removing the key cards from coming with your Tesla, and the cars will not come with any kind of card or key. Now look, I am in favor of Tesla cutting things to reduce the price of these vehicles. That makes sense, but many who have replied to this tweet just say, this is just a step too far. Like, how much could that key card actually save in the production process of this vehicle? And it's not even that. As trivial as it seems, the key card is actually useful as, like, if you think of it like a valet or giving anyone access to your vehicle, this is what you give them if you don't want to hand over your phone. And if you don't have the key card and you don't buy one, what exactly are you supposed to do? And if you're looking for a way to turn those boring black key cards into something a little bit more special, check out what my friends at Tesla Emblems have to offer. They have some really affordable and fun ways to totally customize these key cards. They've got a bunch of different designs you can choose from. You can even work with them directly if you've got a custom design you want to go with. Beyond that, they've got beautiful, high-quality vinyl wraps for the charge port for the emblems on your vehicle, given the name Tesla Emblems. Check out what my friends at Tesla Emblems have to offer at the link down below. And of course, they're going to help you with your key card, whether your car comes with it or not. I also see a lot of questions from you guys wondering when your full self-driving update is coming and when your FSD trial is coming. Some good news, bad news on that front. Elon just confirmed that FSD 14.2, that release is going to be when it goes wide to everybody. So right now it's still in early access, so it's not rolling out publicly just yet, but it should be coming out soon with some major improvements. And then also with that announcement and release should also be a free trial as well. So that should be cool. In the meantime, though, you should be getting an update on your vehicle basically rolling out now that gives you some new features like the Tron update. 3D maps are now a thing within the vehicle. We're learning that rolling out very soon is an all-new screen sharing feature that could be used in a couple of interesting ways. Like the photo suggests here, you might actually finally be able now, been talking about AirPlay for a while, have the ability to share the screen of your phone to the big screen in your Tesla to use, that big screen for watching movies and playing games. That could be cool, but we're also hearing the reverse could happen as well, where you could give Tesla the ability to screen share in your vehicle for remote diagnostics, and maybe even the ability to screen record your Tesla screen from your phone. Again, the code is a little bit kind of vague. We don't know exactly which way the screen share functionality is going to work, but we know that Tesla, and we've heard for a while, they're working on some screen share capabilities that would let you sort of send things from your phone or your computer or tablet to the big screen in your car. Looks like that should not only be rolling out soon, but this might be one of the big new features rolling out in probably like the holiday update over the next couple of weeks. So some cool stuff rolling out to your Tesla now, and then of course in the near future too. Of course, the other big news of the week is that invites have started to go out for the November 6th Tesla event. This is the annual shareholder meeting, and this is going to be a pretty big meeting as there is a lot Tesla is going to discuss, some good news and some bad news on things they're going to be forced to address. And I will just say really quickly here, if you have a +1 to this event, as these invites this year do include a +1, and you'd be willing to part with that +1 and send it over my way, I would be greatly appreciative and indebted to you. So if anybody has a +1, please shoot me an email. I would love to go, but as of now, I don't have an invite. I will still be covering the event because, like I said, it is supposed to be a pretty big deal for a number of different reasons, as Tesla is going to make a lot of big announcements, and then, of course, be kind of forced to address some of the kind of controversial elephants in the room, to put it that way. On the surface, I mean, Tesla is in a very weird position right now with the end of the federal tax credit. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions as to how they plan to combat that, like what kind of incentives and deals are they going to be rolling out. And then, of course, with that being said, At the same time, Tesla is going all in right now on robotaxi and full self-driving and FSD 14. So I'm sure we're going to get some updates as to when full self-driving is going to be, truly FSD unsupervised and when it's going to be better. Another reason this event is going to be so important is that it does give owners kind of a direct opportunity, a rare opportunity to go face-to-face with Elon and other Tesla executives. There's usually a Q&A portion of the event that sometimes can get a little heated and has some good feedback. For example, I think a lot of owners, and I think this is going to be brought up, are upset with Tesla's lack of innovation and lack of attention on somewhat older vehicles. For example, many owners with the Intel Atom chip feel kind of left behind because they're starting to lose more and more features that are not supported on those vehicles. And especially, I know for many of you guys who have Hardware 3, you're noticing a huge discrepancy in the full self-driving performance of Hardware 3 versus Hardware 4. And while Tesla has said there is going to be some kind of official upgrade path, and for some of you, a free upgrade path from Hardware 3 to Hardware 4, they have given no clear timeline as to when that's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how they're going to facilitate it. They've just kind of said, yeah, it's going to happen, and there's been no further indication on exactly the details of that. And I think that some owners might just get a little upset and definitely bring that up to Elon at this November 6th meeting, and they probably should, rightfully so. And sort of in that vein, I know there's been a lot of questions from many of you guys wondering how many upgrades you can do to your existing Tesla to make it more modern. For example, we know that for the last couple of years now, Tesla has been building in the ability to add a front bumper camera to older Model Ys, and I even think some Model 3s as well, but definitely Model Ys, the components have been there for years, and now that a front bumper camera is, kind of widely known as a thing and new Teslas have it, many owners want to know, hey, can Tesla service offer an ability for me to add that to my car, that the parts are there, it's got the ability, can I add a front bumper camera to my other Tesla, or I should say my current Tesla, can I add that new feature into my older Tesla? And the sort of official answer from Tesla is yes, it's possible, but no, you can't do it. In fact, just a couple of days ago, Tesla confirmed to sort of Tesla news influencer Sawyer Merritt that they have no plans to offer any kind of retrofittable front bumper camera as a service from them. We know that hackers have done this. It is possible to add this yourself if you know what you're doing, but in terms of first party from Tesla, they have no plans to offer this as a retrofittable option. As of now, really the only meaningful retrofittable option you can get is the turn signal stock added to the Model 3, but that's kind of it. Hopefully this is something that changes, but as of now, the official word from Tesla is they've got no plans to offer this, which is kind of a real bummer. Of course, if you've seen my videos over the last couple of days, you know that there's a lot of growing just kind of frustration with Tesla on their approach to cheaper vehicles. And I think that that is going to be something brought up in a couple of different ways at that event. I think there's going to be some harsh questions as to if the Model Y and Model 3 standard will be enough to move the needle. And that has sort of been one of the big discussions of the internet over the last couple of weeks, is that Tesla has just deleted too much from these standard cars. There is just too much removed from these vehicles, which isn't all that good. But what is good, and honestly, kind of maybe Tesla should learn from this, a good example of deletion is deleting your personal information from the web. Things like your name, your phone number, your email address, other sensitive personal info. I feel like especially right now, you've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all these deals and shopping events coming up. If you're like me, you're getting inundated with spam calls and texts and spam physical mail. Honestly, a little pro tip here is that these companies, they can't spam you and annoy you if they don't have your personal info. And the best way to sort of get back to these companies and get your personal information off the web is to check out the experts at DeleteMe, because their whole mission is to delete your personal information off the web and make sure it stays off the web safe and secure. And getting set up with DeleteMe is super simple. Just a couple of simple clicks. You put in some of your personal info that you want removed, and then the team at DeleteMe gets to work on your behalf, contacting the data brokers and the people search websites and just the shady other corners of the internet that you don't want your personal information sort of living on. They're going to work on your behalf getting that information removed. And in just a couple of days, you're going to get a full-blown privacy report showing you where your information was found, where it was removed. I love the peace of mind that DeleteMe gives you. And And not just that, but also you've got the advantage that this is an ongoing thing. These experts are constantly working on your behalf, and you're constantly getting regularly scheduled privacy reports, and you're getting access to an online portal at any time. And I'll even show you guys in full transparency my portal here. You can see 144 total data brokers, 37,000 listings removed, and 104 data brokers with my personal information. And you can sort of see the stats here of all the different things and see how many listings have been removed and see how they start to work and continue to work over time, still finding things that sort of pop up kind of like whack-a-mole, and then all the various types of information that has been exposed and then removed thanks to the experts at DeleteMe. So again, it is just a wonderful peace of mind thing to have, especially I feel like even a great gift if you're looking for something for family members or friends, just to have their personal information removed. Just again, I speak from personal experience. You do not want your personal information floating around online for a large number of reasons, and the best way to get it removed is by teaming up with the experts at DeleteMe to get that information deleted. So if you want to learn more, check it out for yourself today. Hit the link down below or head to joindeleteme.com/Rosenfeld20 and use my special code Rosenfeld20 to get 20% off all consumer plans. Check it out, get started. You can do it in just a couple of minutes and a couple of simple clicks at the link right down below in the description. And especially with all the developments we've seen with Cybercab over the last couple of days and weeks, there is a growing sort of theory in the community that perhaps Cybercab might actually be transformed yet again as being a lower cost $25,000 Tesla. We've seen videos of this thing driving around and photos of this thing with a steering wheel and pedals, and there is just a lot of speculation that perhaps Tesla does one final pivot and they bring this thing to market as a robotaxi with sort of the no pedals and wheel thing, but also they do offer this maybe for a limited time as something you can buy as a lower cost vehicle. Right now, they just need to do anything they can to make sales, and it just seems like it makes too much sense for them not to do it. So I'm sure we'll get some word on this at the event again happening on November 6th. And also, I think there's a decent shot we at least get a question and maybe some comments about the Model Y L, because from all available evidence, this thing is selling incredibly well in China. I saw a report a couple of days ago that it was like, I think the best-selling EV in China the last quarter, or like the last whatever metric they used. Whatever it is, it's selling really well. And I think, again, there is growing questions as to why this isn't being offered internationally, whether they export this or build it, in other factories. A Model Y L for the European market and the US market and really the broader North American market makes a lot of sense. And hopefully this is something that's also brought up as to what the strategy is for Model Y L and when it could be coming to other markets. Because again, given how well it's selling in China, there isn't really any good reason as to why it wouldn't be selling well in other parts of the world, especially if the price is right. And then finally, my last little news tidbit for this video is that 5G was spotted in one of the robotaxi Model Ys. Someone snapped the picture and there's a clear 5G icon there. I've been mentioning for a while that Tesla apparently has been looking to upgrade the cell modems in their vehicles to support the faster 5G speeds. Hopefully 5G speeds could be coming to our Teslas soon in the not too distant future. And we'll be finally able to, maybe stream faster things or even download updates and not be required to only be on Wi-Fi. Also, I just want to take a moment in this video and say thank you, because this channel, these videos wouldn't exist without you guys. So first off, thank you so much. Amazon gift card coming in the next minute or so of this video. If you can find it as a thank you, it'll look something like this. And second thing is I've got to say thanks to not just you guys, but my partners on this channel who make this stuff possible. The companies in the Tesla space making the best accessories that you guys need to know about. Like my friends over at Drive Protected that offer the best PPF kits that you can get for your Tesla, and making it even better is that you can save thousands of dollars by installing the kits yourself. Their PPF film, for example, is incredibly high quality. It's their Defense Plus series. It's obviously going to protect your very fragile Tesla paint or even give you that beautiful matte finish option that looks even better. And what I love about Drive Protected is that they give you all the tools and resources, not just in terms of the physical stuff, but also step-by-step videos that'll help you walk through exactly how to install this. Link to Drive Protected's lineup is down below. They've got options for every Tesla in the lineup, and I've got a special coupon code, my code Rosenfeld, where you can save 10% off your order as well. So check out Drive Protected and use my code to save 10% off your entire order. They're also the best floor mats you can get for your Tesla, courtesy of my friends over at 3W Liners, who have an exclusive coupon code where you guys can save, I think it's like 30% with my coupon code down below. 3W Liners has amazing options for basically every single vehicle on the road, especially every Tesla you can get, and they offer amazing frunk-to-trunk protection. These mats are incredibly durable. They're precision made just for your Tesla. They're really easy to clean. Look, if you're looking for the best floor mats for your Tesla that are durable, going to withstand the test of time, and also a very, very good deal, my friends at 3W Liners have amazing options. And again, I've got an exclusive coupon code you can check out at the link down below as well. And if you're looking for one place to go for amazing Tesla accessories, that is my friends over at TPARTS. They are your one-stop shop for every single Tesla accessory you would want, from interior upgrades, exterior upgrades, spoilers, carbon fiber accents, more storage, charging accessories, plus so much more. They've got everything, and I've also got an exclusive coupon code where you guys can save 10% off your order by using the code on screen, or of course the link down below as well. Also want to give a big thanks to my friends over at Lysen for their support of the channel and their really amazingly easy way to mount your phone basically anywhere and everywhere in your Tesla using the power of vacuum seal technology and MagSafe magnets to securely attach your phone. This allows you to put your phone basically anywhere in your Tesla, putting it in the perfect place for you that's super convenient for Waze or Google Maps. Maybe you're at a supercharging break and you want to watch some YouTube videos or whatever it may be. This is just the easiest way to mount your phone anywhere in your vehicle. Of course, going to work beautifully on Teslas and really any vehicle on the road. A one-button solution that could not be easier. If you want to check it out and save, also I got a special coupon code. I'll put all that stuff down below in the description if you want to check this out and give your phone or your Tesla a much-needed upgrade. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, I love my friends at Tesla Emblems. They have some really creative, fun, and affordable ways to upgrade your Tesla and your Tesla accessories. Like, I love their key card wraps. Like, it's super easy to put a wrap on here. They have so many fun designs, and it just really makes your Tesla experience feel unique. I've never gotten more questions on my Tesla key card than when I had it wrapped with Elon's black Amex card, which was a lot of fun. Of course, they've also got some great solutions for customizing your car as well. You can customize the emblems, the charge port. This is sort of a nice way to personalize your car, make it look like its own, and of course, won't break the bank. Very, very affordable. And of course, I've got a coupon code for you guys here as well if you want to save. So of course, check that out down below. All right, guys, so I'm curious your thoughts as always on the news of the week, your thoughts on the Tesla event in November, your thoughts on Model Y Standard, your thoughts on cost cutting. Please drop a comment down below and let me know. And also, again, if anybody has a +1 for the event and they'd be willing to send it my way, I would be greatly appreciative of it, and hopefully try to make it worth your while with some Tesla swag or something. I'd love to go and cover the event, and you guys are generally awesome. So if anybody has +1, let me know. Send me an email, and maybe you can go and cover it and do something cool. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Thank you as always for watching. Hopefully my voice returns to normal in the next video. Apologies for the prolonged raspy voice. Hopefully gets a little better. But anyways, appreciate you sticking with me and watching this video, guys. Thank you as always. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you in the next one.